Hey, all right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to the Making of Pax Stereo TV, the show where you get to be behind the scenes at the weekly meeting that Victor and I have. And you might say, ho hum, why? And really, it's out of request. People who are out there doing their own thing, attempting to run their own projects, their own internet radio stations, and some even thinking about doing their own internet television channel, wanted to see what it is we actually had to deal with and what are the issues in the work that we had to do. And when I talked about some of the things that were occurring regularly here in the studio, like this meeting, people suggested we let it be live. And so here it is, Pax Stereo, our weekly recurring meeting, Victor and I, that we do every week. And it's the biggest meeting for the most part. You might say, well, we're talking all the time. But we just want to make sure we're clear on a certain few formal things as we get ready for the week. And we normally do it on Sundays. But this week, because of the special performance we had here this past Sunday, one that we'll be talking about shortly, we had to put it off until today. And so we want to welcome you to the Making of Pax Stereo, our weekly meeting, and your glimpse to the issues behind the scene. Well, first of all, wonderful weekend. Vic and I were acknowledging to each other that our plans for this weekend's event, which was the live special performance by artist, producer, songwriter, Nils, here with friends, Clydeen Jackson on keyboards and vocals, and our own good buddy Marvin Smitty Smith jumped in on drums at the last minute. This is a man with 15 years experience on The Tonight Show, Kevin Eubanks. And together we had a wonderful performance. Now, I want both of us to give you our impressions of it because we were working on different things. I can tell you, on a technical level, for us, it was pretty good. We know we may have an issue with a couple of the speakers that we're going to look at, but for the most part, we didn't have any feedback issues. All the little sound connection things that we did were just the normal things you do to connect and troubleshoot. And so the sound check went reasonably well and fast and enjoyable, too. And so on a technical level, the setup and preparation was actually good and surprising to many people. We hope if you haven't get a chance, I'm uploading the videos now tonight, which is Monday night, and I'll be uploading the videos. I'm finishing my preparations, but again, this is artist Nils performing here in our courtyard, and again the setup, Victor, so much like the old days, our old party days. So what do you think?
The part I enjoyed that it's a little bit different than our back in the day moments is that the dominating force, I mean, music is music, but the dominating force was what we call the visual streams. And I know most people are going to say, well, how was the music? Well, the music was rich. It was nice. It was a beta test. And I was just talking to Don Martin, who has his own Don Martin Productions and stuff that he does in design and other layout material services. And he was here as well. And I was saying, I was backing up to count how much investment did it take to do all this, what they call the pre-planning and strategic. I said I actually counted 2 phone calls and an email, and they were here. Nothing else happened between our point of focus and what we did and making sure that they abide by all these conditions. They walked in, it was go live, done, and we said everything is beta. So it pulled off very well. We didn't need extra resources for what we call people management. We didn't have no sound problems as it relates to what you usually find.
The only issue we had on the recording was some overload, and the reason why I had that, which was my mistake again, because the system weren't zeroed.
Well, yeah, and
remember, I usually zero in the past.
Yes.
Just really some things that I don't mind. You haven't done it in a while.
Called dusting it off.
Yeah, and that was the point. Before I would have been much tighter about certain aspects because I would have zeroed it. By that, I would have played a tone, an MP3 file that was that were tones, calibration tones. Remember I used to do it, Vic? And then as I play it, and it goes through all the systems, 0 has to be 0
Right.
everywhere through the system. That's what I forgot to do. And again, I'm going to make sure for those. So please forgive me on the parts of the music that were overloaded, that they'll be in the file. But again, other than that, which was doable, because these little mistakes made it so that Victor and I were running a little bit back and forth till we have everything worked out when we start using the mobile system
Yeah.
and our own courtyard.
Yeah.
A lot of this will be alleviated because we both won't have to run back and forth. For this one, we both had to run back and forth
Right.
a little bit. I had to check the mix in here, but by the time I came in here to check it, it had already been going for a while with some overload.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Little things we know, and things that are going to be improved with the next recordings technically. And again, we know ultimately we're moving toward our portable system in our own courtyard that give Victor the ability to do the extra switching.
Right.
But I still have to get some of those bugs worked out.
Yeah,
in
it
that
was,
system.
And well, I got a little friend in here named Samantha's creeping all up around the upstairs and downstairs. So just so
Hi,
you know,
Samantha.
yeah, poor little Samantha. That's the itty bitty kitty. Look at her, she's going. All right. I ran into what I call the power overload with the lighting. I also had to deal with some issues that dealt with one person management where. It's amazing how sensitive the equipment can be, and then there was a drop out there. There's
One of
black
our
screen.
friends was stepping on the wire.
Right, and so what I learned is they say your logistics set it up much better. Don't take it for granted that everybody's going to be cooperative, because that's what I used to do with the media coverage and stuff. He says, so now pretend like you had 50 extra people or 30. What are you going to do? So that's what I started thinking about. But all in all, the feeling that everybody enjoyed was 100. That was 100, man, because everybody felt the energy of the interactivity as it relates to streams within streams, the devices, the Meerkat, and of course what we call the bigger embed of the YouTube live stream and Ustream applications. The energy was totally different. You're not going to see it as much on screen as much as they feeling it when you go to our Meerkat.
And I can't say I know because I haven't had a chance to watch it. In other words, when I edit and package it, I'm really doing corrective things, jumping around to get it sort of lined up and ready to go. So I haven't had a chance to watch it thoroughly like that, but I advise everybody to, and I will definitely do it this evening. But watch it, and also, like Victor said, notice the fact that we had all of our staff, and they were doing now really in an intuitive way, using Periscope or Meerkat, while we were also streaming our regular way. A picture, that's what we're calling stream social media, and a picture within a picture, within a picture. So what's wonderful, Vic, like I said, we were happy.
Yeah.
And then the business things that came out of it, the wonderful meetings with the folks afterward, people like Don Martin, again Marvin Smitty Smith, who again was on drum, sat around, hung out with us. So again, a nice event. Nice. Want to thank our own Miko Williams. If you take a look, she really did an exceptional job of stepping up and hosting and really getting into the flow of things. And so it was a wonderful experience in that sense of that. But certainly a good. Go watch the video.
Yeah, it was good.
Go watch the video. So that was the big thing of the week with Niels. Now, Vic, so while we're on that, part of our expanded programming, because we got the scripted programming still in development, scripts still being finalized and reworked and those kinds of things. But we have two more. Is it two more shows or one night with two DJs?
No. We have two shows, and we all call them, and they're all betas. And when we say betas, it's what they call the teasers. People doing what they call they're launching to see if they have some success with the streams within the streams. We're going to be having Teresa Campbell. She does hers. I'll give you the exact date because hers is more of a, let's say, a two-panel type of delivery system, not direct entertainment as like with Niels. And then we have DJ Mars Vita, because DJ Ing has not checked in because we still have to confirm if he's still
traveling.
Right, he's still traveling. The 19th is the date for DJ Mars Vita. That I got. I'm just double checking with Teresa B Next Entertainment. She was here yesterday as well for the Nils event.
And so Neil's event is that Sunday after that, his CD release party.
That's right. That's right. So you actually.
So we have Mars Vita on Saturday. What time is that supposed to be?
The block time is 8 to 11. The 8 is the pre-live. I call it the pre-live. You know how we do it. We get him arrive here. Then the 9 o'clock is the kickoff for him doing his stuff. And I kept a short window because didn't want to spread it out. Because you know how they are. They'll strike, they'll come in, spread out, and we're trying to centralize them in a specific time. So I'm talking with him to encourage him to say, make sure your people here because it's go live. And then I'm telling him there's going to be a lockdown on gate. Late gate.
Well, there's a thing with the audio.
So,
we got to work out some of the assistance we're going to have.
That's right.
And the other thing that he needs to understand is a show.
He knows.
And the volume thing, it's going to be the same kind of a volume that we had for Neil. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be running it really loud.
No. He's that's the whole point. What we can do is
we can get the speakers up on poles. Mm-hmm. That'll make it a different level for the people here.
Downwind. And believe me, with all that's happening around here, I'm hearing, it's funny because it seems like everybody else seems like they're raising the roof with the functions that's going on around here because we actually have what I call this kind of a entertainment street because, you have the jazz is several houses down, all live, and they've been doing it for years. I mean, so it's a model that's around here that I think people are somewhat used to the functions, so to speak, but I know how we do things. So we're always trying to be considerate of the neighbors and the neighborhood, not trying to take it for granted that everything is okay. So yes, first priority, which I told him as much as you did, it's a show. It's not a blow up, party. It's a show. But you know how people are. I always say, be prepared for the unexpected. See, you have to think back in your day.
No, we know. I mean, I know exactly. That's why I'm saying we will stress it. We'll have the assistance and we'll plan.
Right.
Right.
I know. He's sitting up there looking at.
The question is, we'll like I said, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I could deal with a shorter show, but I'm with you.
Well, yeah, and that was the whole point. It's saying it's a Saturday. It's one of those things where you say, well, people give up their time for a Saturday, and what would they do for it? You have to make it a show.
Yeah, that's why I said, again, if he still fit as a party, see, I can't relate to.
No.
That's why I get them in and out.
Right.
Record the stuff as necessary because we do have to deal with the surroundings.
Right.
And plus the time to break down one thing about it, we don't usually have to do an iVictor after these because
it's already
you've already shot enough photos, and then we just go to that other mode.
That's right. That's why I said. Because yesterday you think about it, we actually had a 3-hour block. It went from 5 to 8. We actually,
we might want to do just a little video like closing thing. That's a few minutes, from anywhere from 3 to 8, 3 to 10 minutes.
Right.
Where I can publish as a separate thing. Like, this just went on tonight to such and such, and I can put pieces of the other thing.
Yeah.
Just something that I can put make a posting.
Yeah.
Because we'll have similar things with Meerkat and Periscope.
True. So true. So true.
All right. So yeah, that's the only thing for me. Yeah, I can deal with it because again, 9 to 11.
Yeah, it's a rough block. You're doing Saturday. You can go earlier in the day.
Well, it's only rough if it's a party. It's not rough if it's a show.
Right.
I mean, I can't. If you either you have reliable people or you don't. So the roughness only has to do if you're trying to promote it as a party.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking about that. I was only talking about getting the commitment of the people that's going to be here. That's what I was saying.
Him getting his commitment.
That's right. That's
that's what I'm saying. That's why as a young person I go as a promoter or producer, whatever. If you're getting people based on it being a party, that's not reliable. Period. Right. If they're coming because you know them and they're people who work on projects, who show up to do projects, and that's who you're asking to come in and act like extras.
Right.
That's what I was telling them. If you approach it like that and get those kind of people, then you're going to have an easier time because you need the people. I'm not going to dance for you all night.
Right.
If you just want to be seen up there playing music when there's nobody dancing, Okay, we'll try to do some camera effects. Or I don't know.
That's a
I don't know what to do.
You can only do so much. Like I said, the good thing about going out to see venues and places where they have DJs. The one thing that they're really removed and they're behind the scenes. They're really behind. Unless they're doing something on a stage with lighting and everything else, it's not happening the same
Well,
way.
remember my thing, and you and I talked about it as DJs ourselves. That's the issue for them to tackle.
Right.
Is how to deal. Based on our setup, they're going to have a space right in front of them.
Right.
And to the side, just like Nils did, to make it look.
Right.
And then assuming that everything's the same, like the refreshments are the same, everything's the same, then that gives them that thing to work with.
Right. See, all you got to do is the thing you're delivering is exactly the thing is how does the DJ come off doing his craft. That is really it. And the craft is the music and how he puts it together. What does he go through? The whole thing is supposed to be, he's supposed to be someone saying, this is my approach. This is how I gather the people. This is where I usually go. It's really supposed to be sharing his successes as a DJ. And once that starts in that show mode, because that's the information I'm sending them, say, hey, we're going to be focusing on you. You're going to speak. This is not walking in and quiet. And this is it. This is kind of a short kind of get to know and launching you to the world with your own video that you haven't had before. And you really have to reinforce that because a lot of times when you turn on the camera, a lot of times most people either come forward or retreat. So
we have reinforced it to the artists. You guys tune in because that's the idea. You get to see the experiment. Right. With all of this preparation, what Vic and I are basically acknowledging is that you only have so much control.
Right.
No matter what way it happens, we're going to make it a show.
Yeah.
Okay, on Tuesday night, it's going to be a great night, you guys. On Tuesday night, Pax Stereo TV has the wonderful triple banger, which means that we have the Quiet Storm at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., but the DJ Miko Quiet Storm pre-show, what we call musical foreplay, starts at 7, and we suggest you be there for 7. This week, Miko's going to be, her theme is Rock With You, as she brings you some of the hot alternative music that she selected especially for the evening. At 8 p.m., the Quiet Storm. The theme is Old Cat, New Tricks. Guest artists to be announced, but let me just say, there will be a number of selections of my own included, as I will be one of the featured artists for the evening in terms of the music. So we'll see how that goes. I'm picking stuff that people have asked about things. Miko sort of got me to do it. Featured artist, really, for me, this really means if you get 2 songs or more, definitely at 3 we call you a featured artist. But if we play 2 of your songs, right, I tend to call you a featured artist also. So we'll see. It'll be 2 to 3 songs minimum of my own original. So Old Cat, New Tricks is the Quiet Storm. Rock With You is the DJ Miko. And then at 10 o'clock, the sensation of the season, iVictor Photo Experience Live. Music, all the music during the iVictor now is available for free. Creative Commons music by Love Shadow and Laswell. And the theme this week, we continue on with Miko's Challenge, right, Vic?
That's it. She's always going to be surprised because the whole idea is that she's not supposed to know what the challenge is. So part of a show's challenge is not to treat it like what you see up north, what we call North is Hollywood, where you know what it's going to be. No, the challenge is you're going to be challenged. And then after that, when we go, you'll get the challenge, whatever that may be. So it's a different approach.
That's right. When we go. So again, the big things going around here, you guys. Wonderful new videos going up from Nils of the event from this past Sunday. Our live Pax Stereo event outside in our courtyard. Nils live here with friends. Clydine Jackson, our own Marvin Smitty Smith, 15 years on the Tonight Show with Kevin Eubanks. He stepped in on drums, and it was really a wonderful, wonderful experience. And we told you about Tuesday. It's going to be hot Tuesday night. And then, of course, coming up in September 7th, the return of the Morning Coffee Show. Get ready to come back, you guys, at a new format at the same time, 10 a.m. Hopefully new, short format, but quicker paced. Wonderful new format again, The Quiet Storm, back here September 7th. And then on September 19th, okay, DJ Mars Vita here in the courtyard again, live jamming. And we're going to try to see if we can get out on Sunday September 20th. See if we can get out to the Neil's listening party down at Spaghettini's.
Bang, bang.
Right. Okay. We missed a week with the Animoto because of being, just so overwhelmed with work. So I have to admit, we did do that. But we just did the latest photo slideshow animation. And again, one of the tools that I recommend that people take a look at is Animo. It's one of the wonderful tools. But it's now available. So we're going to, as we sign out, I'd love to show you the latest Victor Allen photo slideshow animation. And here it is. I'm Mario Hemsley. Vic?
Yes, sir.
It's been good.
It's been good, man. Enjoy.
See you guys. Peace.
You make me feel. Now slide your key in. Ooh, it gives me chills. And with your engine trapped between my thighs, it's a power rush, a burning rush. You make me wanna fly. Oh, in and out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Pour it on, boy. Take me to the night. There ain't no stopping. So what's the use in trying? Destination, baby, all I know is that you and me were meant to be. Never let me go. Out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. It's crazy, it's going through my head. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Ooh, gives me chills. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Ooh, gives me chills. I never thought that love makes you crazy. I never thought that love makes you high. I only hope that love is forever. I only hope that love never dies. In and out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Never let me go. In and out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. It's crazy, it's going through my head. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Ooh, gives me chills. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Ooh, gives me chills. I like the way that you make me feel.